How much does your enthusiasm contribute to your dog training session?
Are you serious? Is that your intro?
Hi, I'm Charles and you're watching Our Protection Dogs, a channel devoted to the raising, development and training of a protection dog. So we had a very interesting question asked to us, and please make a video about this, and that is enthusiasm in your dog training and what role does that play. So let me start over here, and we are not going to talk about a big fat labby or a bulldog or anything like. We're talking specifically about your Malinois and your Dutch Shepherd over here.
Yeah, or German Shepherd.
Or German Shepherd, also your German Shepherd as well.
Yeah. I think, and also we've seen it lately, we've got a lot of young dogs in the club as well, coming up and coming. And we always have to like encourage the handlers more than the dogs. I feel that people think, I know with your high drive dogs, it is a lot about the toy or your food or what motivation you're using. But if you don't know how to act a bit, how to show them that they've done the right thing by your own enthusiasm, you really get your dog that is like just slowly but surely they just die and they lose interest in you, and then you get some really, you get obedience, but it just doesn't look wow.
What we need to have a look at over here is also that you are classically conditioning the dog to what is happening when you're training it. So when you are excited about your training system or your training, your training session, if you're excited about it, the dog's going to be excited because it's going to be fun. I've seen this with my own son when he was a little boy, and we used to play, and he kicks the ball and you go, yay, and it's like fantastic. He only kicks the ball 3 or 4 meters, but oh, it's fantastic. That excitement, like the kid lives off it. I remember in my days playing rugby or doing athletics, the crowd cheering and that thing, it's like, you get this like feeling of like, wow, and it really like inspires you to do better and try harder. And like you say, I've seen it with a lot of the young dogs. You get a lot of Malinois and Dutchies and German Shepherds that's very drivey, that's very busy. We'll get to that a little bit later in our conversation, but you also see that you get this pup will come out there and it's like really drivey, and the person is so down and he introduces the toy or even the food at such a low intensity that the dog actually starts, like the intensity becomes lower and lower and lower, because the dog thinks, well, this is the way I'm supposed to be. I do not have to have that excitement. Then you have people that is so excited, the dog is bouncy, the dog is driving, it's out there, it's doing everything fast, it's got its downs fast, it sits as fast, and people want to know why. But if you come off that 5 minute, that 7 minute, maybe in a bigger dog's 10-minute session of training, you're sweating. You are so, you actually had a workout because you yourself were driving, and the dog lives off your energy that you're giving it.
Yeah, and then coming back to, I think what people find the most difficult is to act. Yeah. Like you have to forget about everybody looking at you. You have to be in the moment and just act a bit. So be fun, even if it's not part of your personality. And men really struggle with this. Women can easily like make their voices softer or squeakier and give a lot of praise and a lot of excitement, where the men find it difficult because I don't want to make my voice like that and stuff. Yeah. But you really, that's something you have to teach yourself if you really want a good dog or good obedience sessions, is to pretend that you get excited and pretend that that little thing the dog did. We're specifically talking here about a young dog. Just coming into heel position very nicely and enthusiastically, then you need to make a big deal out of that. You need to celebrate those little achievements your dog makes, and you have to mean it. Like the dogs can pick up if you're like, yeah, you know, such a good dog. Or when you really mean that, and like, oh, such a good dog, and you just make more out of your session. So if you're one of those people that's struggling with your obedience session and feel that when you do your obedience sessions, the dog is always looking at competing motivators. By that we mean stuff that's happening on around it. It means that you don't have its attention. It's much more interesting to look at that guy or look at this. Then actually spending that 5 minutes with you. You need to, that must be the most important thing to the dog, is spending that little bit of time with you. You're working with a mentality that's still very young, especially if it's a young dog, like 7 months, 8 months. You really have to work hard to keep it engaged and keep it on the toy. And it's not just about the toy. It is, it's what you do with the toy and how you make them feel and how you create that habit of that little session that it's working with you is actually so much fun that it's the best thing in their lives, is to look forward to those little working sessions with you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a ball or a string, a tug. Yeah. You can take a piece of hose pipe and the dog will love it. It's how you make that. It's the classical conditioning that you put to this actual item and having excitement. So if you watch the engagement game as well, you've got the break, you've got your yes marker, so the release marker or your terminal marker, you've got that marker going, and all of a sudden the dog is playing. Then all of a sudden you change your attitude again and you bring it into like a to-do mode. Sit. You've got the command. Remember, we said that from one of our videos from the beginning, is you've got these 3 voices. You've got the good, yay, all those kind of stuff. Then you've got sit, down, authority, and then you've got that strong no voice. So that the dog doesn't understand the words, but it hears that specific word over and over, but it hears the intensity of that word and now associates that with fun or negative or we are working. So in that session of you being so excited, you're going to change. You're going to be a clown and bounce around it. That's not what we're talking about. We need to. This is also making it clear to the dog that you're doing something good. We bring it in. In a way, we cap it when we bring it back into the sit, and then yes, it comes out, and oh, we're playing, oh, what a good boy, and we're carrying on. And every time you come out for a training session, if you do this, the dog is looking forward to it. It doesn't matter what tools you're using for your dogs now. Might it be a prong collar, a e-collar, a flat collar, a choke, or whatever it is, the dog now all of a sudden associates that with fun, and it comes out and it wants to do more. So I don't know, it's just like, a lot of people will go and they say, oh, I need to get another toy, my dog doesn't like the toy. It's got nothing to do with the toy. And if I read an interesting thing once, the person said, if you think it's about you, it's actually about the toy. It's not. It's about how you classically condition the toy for the dog. If you're going to do it, the dog's going to have no interest in it. But if you're doing it fun and exciting to the dog, he's going to have a lot of interest in that actual toy. Like I said, it could be a piece of hose pipe.
And this is your enthusiasm, and this is specifically when it comes through is in your healing, because that's really what this all is about. And healing is it's something, and especially your attention healing, is something you spend months and months and months and months on. You build it up little bit by little bit by little bit, and people get discouraged very quickly because they don't see big results, but it doesn't work that way. You have to reward those little sessions and then build it up and create almost like a mindset. And then also you have to have some kind of relationship with your dog. And that's part of the enthusiasm, and it's part of the telling them how good they are when they do those small things right, because they must want to do it for you, and then you get so much more power and so much more energy out of it. And then each dog is an individual. Like what works for this one might not work for the other one. I've got a dog that doesn't enjoy me playing with it once he's won the ball. He sees that as a confrontation, or he sees that like I want to just take it from him after he's won it. So for him, it's good enough for him to win the thing, and then he comes to me and he just wants to be loved with the thing in his mouth, and that for him is the ultimate reward. So you need to find something that works for your dog, that motivates your dog and you as a team, that you need to do.
But also added in that dog, you only got that dog when he was 4 years old, so you never know how it was played for and the ball always taken, so he had like a little bit of a negative connotation to a ball. But here we are, we have a clean slate of a puppy that we're raising, developing and training, so we don't have to make those kind of stuff and let the dog have a classical conditioning where it's got a negativity to that toy. So your attitude, before I say your attitude, let me put it like this. You always know that they say a dog looks like his owner, or the dogs look like your owner. If you look at a photo of me and Alpha, we got a couple of teeth missing. We've got grey and red in our beards, so we do look the same. So they do feed off your energy. Remember this, your dogs feed off your energy.
No, definitely.
So guys, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to our channel. Like this video, and then also if you've got any questions regarding this, put it in the section below. If you're interested in any Zoom training sessions, please make contact with us over email. And then if you have anything that you would like us to bring up in videos or discuss in a video, please let us know. We're quite eager to help out like that. And then have a look out for our next video that'll be hitting the stage on next Friday or so. Oh yeah, and then I just have to apologize for our blurry last videos that we made, and also the sound. So like I did say that we are not I am not the brightest when it comes to these photo videos and all the technology and stuff like that. I'm a dog trainer, so I haven't got that kind of knowledge. So we do apologize for it, and I hope this one is better. So till I see you again, cheers.
Great, cheers.